What's up, guys? You clicked this video because you want to change the brakes on your Yamaha QT50. So let's get right into it. To start, I will say the front is going to use completely different tools than the back. First things we're going to go ahead and do are take off the cables. However, we're going to take off the front brake cable, but go ahead and leave that top cable. That's your speedometer. It's way easier to take it off from up here. There's mine. It's way easier. This has a really weird clip in it. It's hard to see. Really hard to see. You won't see it. Just trust me. Don't take that off. Just loosen that all the way back. Now you should be able to hold that in place. Drop that down. And we are just about free here. First things first, we got a castle nut with a little locking prong here. If you still have it, if yours has not rusted out completely, take this guy out. Honestly, it'd be good to replace it. You might be able to save it. Try to get it straight. And if you got a little hammer, there we go. Again, not worth the fight. Just replace it. Go get a new one. From there, this is a 17 mil. And on the other side, it's a 14. You do have a little spacer here, so that's going to go flying. Unless it's stuck in there like mine is. There it goes. This is a good moment to get your slack out of the speedometer cable. Just go ahead and undo this completely. Be careful of your fender because it is plastic, and this will come right out. All right, so that front wheel, this guy should just pop right off. Oh, all right. That makes a lot of sense. This bike was not braking very well. With a flathead, you can pretty much just pry these out. There is a little clip in there. Well, you'll see in a second. This is kind of one of those just get it off, you know? Just get it off. These are in awful shape, so I am going to go ahead and clean it. Just be careful that you're not putting your degreaser and parts cleaner in areas that need to be greased up. So with all that brake dust cleaned out, which is really important because the more dust you have, the less grab you're going to get on these. You'll have more slippage, and obviously you don't want slippage when you're braking. So we're going to go ahead and put these back on the way we found them, which is basically the little horseshoe. The prongs go towards the flat parts. I mean, look at the difference here. Like, these guys are way more gritty. That's super smooth, and that one's missing. So, well, these are pretty much junk. All right, it is time to install our shoes now. Go ahead and take one of the brake shoes and the horseshoe and put everything in place. Making sure that that notch on the brake shoe is all aligned properly. Now, this next guy here, make sure that the shoe is caught underneath this lip. You'll see I scraped mine up with just a little bit, trying to do this a couple of times. Get that ready to be installed. Find that little angle there. And then with a flathead, being very careful of this seal here, you can kind of work it in place. There we go. Brake installed. Make sure on your brake plate that you are lining it up with the little nub on your forks. And also that you didn't forget that little spacer. And if you've never really messed with a castle nut, all you got to know is that there's a hole that lines up with one of those grooves. And that's so you can put your little dude in there. All right, so moving to the rear wheel here, you're going to want to make sure that you disconnect that rear brake first. Next, we got to take off the exhaust. So go ahead and remove the two 12 millimeters and then the 10 millimeters underneath. And you actually don't need to remove these fully because Yamaha honestly clutched up here and made it so that once it's all loose, you can actually just push it a little bit forwards and the whole thing comes off. As you can see, there's notches. The manual does say to take your fender off. However, I only think that you need to take off this one 10 millimeter just so you have a little bit of flex in that fender. If you feel like you might break this, go ahead, take that 10 millimeter off and those screws, and that'll come right off. Now we have a little bit of flex when we take this wheel off. This nut here is a 19 millimeter, and there's a washer as well. Now we got to work this wheel off, so go ahead, take a mallet and gently hit it and start to knock it free. So now that it's a little free, we're going to go ahead and just pull it right off. Again, watch this fender. And there we go. So this time it's going to be pretty much the same procedure. However, you'll notice that I'm putting the horseshoe on the outside. And all that's really left to do is to put this back on the exact same way that we found it. And don't forget to reinstall that rear brake line. And there you guys go. That's how you change the brakes on your Yamaha QT50. If this video helped, please feel free to leave a thumbs up down below because it really does help the channel. Here's a bunch of more Yamaha content that you guys can check out. And feel free to subscribe if you guys just enjoy mopeds. With that being said, I hope that this video helped a lot, guys. And as always, ride safe.